Well, hello and good evening. My name is Jeff Hooks, and it is my privilege to welcome you to our VNI company and product introduction event. It is actually March 5th. Can't believe we're already into March 5th. It's 9 o'clock Eastern as we conduct this event live. I want to welcome all of you plugged in live. I want to also welcome all of you that are perhaps listening via replay from the VNI Life app or from the marketing website. I want to welcome all of you. Our purpose for this event tonight is very, very simple. We want to introduce you to an innovative, revolutionary wellness company, a nutritional sciences company called Victory Nutrition International, or VNI. And you're going to learn this evening. We're going to take the next 35 minutes or so and give you some detailed information. Not everything there is to know, but some detailed information on the company, our vision, our mission, our products, unique proprietary products in a very crowded space. You're going to learn tonight about products that have unprecedented, unparalleled scientific validation. We're doing things very, very different. And the result of that is we've got thousands of customers all over the US and Canada. And we're excited about the growth of this company. In fact, I had a conference call earlier with our board of directors, and we've experienced 32% month-over-month growth in the first 5 days of the new month. So there's a lot of exciting things happening. And for a company that's 6 years old, a little over 6 years old, we've got some really exciting things taking place, and we're just so excited that you've invested time out of and taken time out of your busy schedule to learn more about who we are. So I want to welcome all of you as guests. We've got, as always, let me take a peek here. We've got some of the top authorized partners in the world of VNI that typically plug into this event live each week. So I want to welcome all of you and our emerging leaders as well. We're excited to have this opportunity to share some information with you. So we're going to talk about the company, the product, the science, and then we're going to spend a little bit of time towards the end of our discussion giving you some insight on our authorized partner program and give you enough information so you can determine what the best next step is for you. And so if you're interested in better health and wellness physically, then you're going to love the information that we're going to share. And equally as important, if you're interested in maybe from a timing standpoint, improving your financial health, then you're going to be very interested in what we share about the authorized partner program. And so without any further ado, it is my privilege. You're in for a real treat tonight. We are going to be learning and hearing from our visionary founder and chief executive officer, Bill Downs. He's also chairman of the board. So with no further hesitation, it's my privilege to turn our introduction event over to Bill Downs. Take it away, Bill.
Thank you so much, Jeff. This is a special event. I am dressed accordingly tonight. Jeff wanted me to show you this tie that I'm wearing, which you'll learn a little bit more about the design on the tie in this presentation, actually is a depiction of our proteasome technology. It was specially made for me. By the way, Jeff has one, as well as Steve Kushner has one. They're not available in VNI just yet. It's a very special tie that was custom made by our marketing department. And I'm just elated when I saw it, that they gave me a tie. And I don't wear ties very often, so this was an opportunity to show off the tie. We just absolutely love all the people in our corporate VNI, and evidently they like us enough to do something really special like this. So without further ado, let me share my screen. And let me lay this down. There we go. That is bizarre. Give me 1 second, folks. Sorry about that. I've not seen that happen before. Screen share. Here, let me do this. Okay. All right, let's try it again. Let's see what happens. And let me do slideshow. Jeff, I'm going to need you to come back on for a brief minute, please.
Okay. All right.
Are you seeing the multiple screens the way I'm seeing it?
Yeah. Did you do, why don't you end it and do it again? I don't know if you did full screen. Might have clicked on, you could end your screen. Yeah. And then do.
Okay, let me do that. Stop share. And let's try this one more time. Here, I'm going to do this.
Hang in there with us. We got so excited about the tie, we forgot the
Yeah,
Zoom.
right. Share screen. And there we go.
There we go. Perfect.
Okay. Let me go previous.
Thanks, Bill. Take it away.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay, everybody. So in 1985, back in the early years of the natural products industry, the dietary supplement, or actually the natural products industry, did $4 billion in annual revenues. And in 2012, that skyrocketed in just the dietary supplement category to $137 billion a year, from $4 billion to $137 billion, skyrocketing. As consumers, we are spending billions of dollars a year, primarily in these three categories: on supplements, on fitness, and anti-aging, which includes eating organic foods and things like that. The problem is that we haven't put a dent in the incidence of chronic degenerative diseases like obesity and cancer and cardiovascular disease. They're still on the rise. There are thousands of supplements on the market from which to choose. You walk into a health food store and literally there are thousands of different products. Many are condition specific or ingredient specific. And it's just a mind-blowing array. It is almost impossible to know which ones to take unless you're an industry insider like me. You don't really have the resources to know that what you're taking is the right thing or not. That means you have no way of knowing if you're wasting your money. It's trial and error. So that begs this question: what is the most expensive nutritional supplement on the market? The answer is the one that doesn't work. It's a really simple premise. Factors that influence that include digestive impairment. Digestive impairment is the #1 health malady in our culture. It's the #1 reason for emergency room visits after accidents. It's the #1 reason for doctor visits. It's the #1 reason for the most purchased over-the-counter meds. And it's the #1 reason for the most prescribed drugs for a legitimate health condition. Then you have generic low-quality ingredients. You have the premium ingredient market, and we'll talk about that maybe a little bit more. And that premium ingredient market is a tiny fraction of the entire dietary supplement market, because it spawns an entire category of generic low-quality knockoff ingredients. And then companies that use many of these ingredients want to cut their costs. The #1 addiction of the human species is greed. And so they cut the potency of products. So something may require, let's say, 1,000 milligrams to show scientifically validated therapeutic benefits, and a company will only put 100 milligrams in, 10% or 5% or 2%, in order to theoretically make the formula look like it's going to do something along the lines of the original claims. And what that translates to is not enough ingredients get into the bloodstream, or the ingredients don't get absorbed at all into the bloodstream. And the life of the flesh is in the blood. If you're not getting nutrients into the blood, they're not getting distributed to the tissues of the body. On January the 15th of 2014, Steve Kushner and I got together and started Victory Nutrition International. I was in the ingredient business for 24 years. I'm a fanatic about ingredients. And what that means is that we use only premium quality ingredients to produce high quality products. You can look on our bottles, on the label on the back, and you can actually see trademarks, identifications, logos for companies that we partner with to make sure that we have the best products in the industry. Steve Kushner and I collectively are biochemists, formulators, and published researchers. Our products are unique, exclusive, and proprietary formulas. We have, you'll see this in a little bit as well. We have, actually we have 4 patents, but we have 3 product patents. We have another patent that we have been licensed exclusively to use on the GARS, which I'll get to in a little bit. And then we have 2 patents pending on V&I products. So we are literally bulletproof in credibility. And that gives you a first to market product opportunity. All of our products utilize the advanced proteasome absorption technology, which are validated by published clinical studies available on vniscience.com. So our scientific advisory board is comprised of scientists that have collectively over 170 years worth of research experience, which are evidenced by hundreds of published research papers in peer-reviewed scientific journals. The board includes Dr. Kenneth Blum, who is the father of psychiatric genetics. He is the scientist that discovered at that time it was called the addiction gene. It's now called the reward gene, and its association with severe alcoholism, which is now going on to be termed reward deficiency syndrome. And the system of the brain that it deals with is from serotonin down to dopamine. So it's a multi-step sequence of events called the brain reward cascade. And Dr. Blum is the one that defined that. He's the father of psychiatric genetics. Dr. Debashis Bagchi and Dr. Manashi Bagchi have many hundreds of published research papers. These are the scientists that really brought to market the whole concept of botanical antioxidants, things like OPCs and polyphenols and catechins, green tea extract, grapeseed extract, et cetera, that popularize those. They have sat on numerous grant review boards for the National Institutes of Health. We have an amazing, stellar scientific advisory board. V&I is the only company known to have 48 published clinical studies with more in process and 3 patents with 2 patents pending on our proprietary exclusive technologies supporting our finished products. What that means is we have unprecedented scientific validation, which Jeff had mentioned in the beginning, and that provides an unprecedented superior advantage for business validation for those that are interested in our mission of assisting people in becoming beacons of health, hope, and abundance. Anybody who partners with Victory Nutrition to do the business can therefore be assured that the products they're promoting are absolutely made with the highest quality ingredients backed by peer-reviewed science. And most importantly, these products improve the health of others, which are confirmed by actual case studies and case reports and product reviews. So as I said earlier, let's look at a definition. First, let's look at a definition of ill health. Ill health is the inability of the body to create and maintain the ideal biological environment. The cells in the body cannot effectively use oxygen and water to make and manage energy and eliminate waste, which is actually metabolism. So it's kind of like a stagnant pond inside the body. The water's not moving and it's not oxygenating. It's not being oxygenated and it can't oxygenate other tissues. It's contaminated. And in the pond, the fish can't live. In the body, the cells can't live. They can't function. They can't do what they're supposed to. On the other hand, optimal health is the body's ability to create and maintain the ideal biological environment to ensure optimal cellular structure, function, and the ability for cells to effectively use oxygen and water to make energy, manage energy, and effectively eliminate waste. It's like a perfectly clean and pure pond with healthy fish, healthy cells. The water's moving and it's well oxygenated. The movement in the body of the blood, you have 1.5 gallons of blood in your body, and it's going through an elaborate network of a minimum of 60,000 miles of blood vessels. And when you're healthy, and only when you're healthy, it makes one complete revolution from the head to the toe back to the head every 20 to 60 seconds. It's got to be clean, pure, and healthy in order to function properly. All V&I products use our proprietary exclusive proteasome technology that it dramatically improves absorption capabilities, been demonstrated in a clinical study you'll see in a moment, which means the supplements are absorbed 100% of the time in 100% of the people tested. V&I products restore the ability for cells to effectively use oxygen, water, and their ingredients to make energy, manage energy, and eliminate waste for optimal cellular structure and function. So just like my tie, if you see this, this is a depiction of a cell membrane. And the cell membrane, these little, looks like a head with legs, are called phospholipids, and they come from plant oils. And that's why eating plants is extremely important. And they go together like you put your two fingers together, like your two hands, they interlock like this. And you have the knuckles on the outside or the cell wall, and on the inside cell wall, which collectively is called the cell membrane. And all of the cells have this membrane in all the soft tissues of your body. And inside the cells, all the organelles have the same type of membrane. It's called the phospholipid bilayer. So when we made the Protovite, for example, our objective was to mimic cell membrane and body fluid properties, including that structure, which is why this tie is so special to me. So the first product that I'm going to do a skip on, or I'm going to briefly give you a little background on, is Enzorb. It is a proteasome multi-enzyme complex consisting of Diet Essential, which is a stable acid-resistant multi-enzyme complex that's activated in the higher pH of body tissues. It's not activated in the stomach like all the other enzymes that are digestive enzymes, and these look like digestive enzymes, which are activated in the pH of the stomach. But these are activated in the pH of the body from a pH of 6 to 8.5, not 2 to 5.5. So we call it metabolically activated. Proprietary exclusive proteasomes ensure rapid and prolonged absorption. This combination is exclusively formulated for optimal metabolic, digestive, immune, and blood support. There are no other proteasomed enzyme products on the market. Peer-reviewed and published clinical research validation is available in vniscience.com. So the features and benefits include the fact that the safety and efficacy of Enzorb has been demonstrated in 2 published clinical case studies and a 3rd randomized double-blind placebo-controlled published clinical study. And there's a reference down there, but it's also available in Enzorb. You can actually get the abstract for the study. So again, metabolically activated in the alkaline pH of tissues inside the body. Remember, the GI tract is actually an external organ on the inside of your body because it's open at both ends. That's why 70 to 80% of your immune system tissue is in your digestive tract to protect you from all the stuff that's going in your mouth, all the not you, this is, not you going in your mouth, so that your GI tract has to determine what's you from not you, what's good not you from bad not you, convert good not you into you, protect you from the waste of that, and get rid of the bad not you and the waste from the good not you in that conversion process. It's an amazing process. So the claims, which have been vetted by our regulatory attorneys, are boosts and strengthens metabolism and vitality, supports digestion of proteins, fats, and carbohydrates, supports intestinal health and elimination, boosts immune competence and blood health. And by the way, I want to add this claim, which is probably the most prevalent and prominent benefit that subjects in our research study achieved. And that was it improved sleep quality. And that was an extraordinary achievement. We have to modify this slide so that it includes that. And again, there's the reference. Now, Protovite is liquid nutrition. It's rapidly absorbed liquid nutrition that's patent pending. A 2002 study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association stated it appears prudent for all adults to take vitamin supplements. Sounds great. And by the way, this is coming from the Journal of the American Medical Association in 2002. It was an astonishing paper, and I had to document this because it was unbelievable. The problem is that digestive maladies, as already mentioned, are the most common disorder in our culture. So people are taking supplements that aren't getting broken down and absorbed. Therefore, the most expensive supplement, as I said before, is the one that doesn't work because it can't get in, can't get absorbed. So impaired metabolism is a reduced ability to use oxygen and water. These are the 2 most important ingredients for life. You're made of air, where is it? Air, water, sunshine, and food. Period. Nothing else. So cells need air and water to make energy, manage energy, eliminate waste. An inability to do this is a primary feature of chronic degenerative diseases. So Protovite's features and benefits include proprietary VMP35, which is the vitamin, mineral, phytonutrient with 35 macro ingredients and hundreds of micro ingredients. A liquid multivitamin, mineral, phytonutrient complex is protosomed. And that, again, provides an unprecedented, rapid, exclusive absorption and also prolonged nutrient absorption. It takes place in the small intestine. What doesn't absorb in the mouth absorbs in the small intestine. This promotes the cellular ability to effectively use oxygen and water. We even lovingly refer to it correctly as liquid blood food. Peer-reviewed, published scientific research shows that Protovite restores hemoglobin. I might say non-iron containing Protovite restores iron-dependent hemoglobin to red blood cells in minutes. It was an astonishing find. There's the research on that. The life-changing benefits are evidenced by an astonishingly high customer retention rate. Then there's Brain Reward, the wonderful formula for mental sharpness. Again, this has 3 patents on it, and we call it a patented course correction for your mind. There are the 3 patent numbers. 1 in 4 Americans will experience a mental health disorder. That is an alarming statistic by the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Our bodies and our brains are extremely overstressed. Our bodies are overfed and undernourished, and we're just not as healthy as we should be, and neither are our brains. And this makes life a whole lot more challenging. Brain Reward is an effective reward deficiency nutrigenomic solution that rebalances the brain reward circuitry. It optimizes gene expression. Nutrigenomics is a science that studies how nutrition affects gene expression and how that improves overall health. So 43 clinical studies to date demonstrate that patented Brain Reward nutritionally supports dopamine sensitivity and function, helps regulate cravings, supports weight management, promotes energy and recovery, relieves stress, supports easier detox, supports improved decision-making, supports focus, attention, concentration, and cognition and mental sharpness, and it's not a drug. By the way, our attorneys looked at all of those claims, took them 6 months to go over it, and validated all of them against the research that we had done. But we have taken one step further. We want to nail the bullseye of DNA designed precision nutrition. And we've done that with the GARS gene test that determines which RestoreGen formula is your perfect Brain Reward companion product. So the patented GARS test and RestoreGen formulas also represent a disruptive technological breakthrough in DNA designed precision nutrition that optimizes your best Brain Reward benefits. The VNI RestoreGen products use only premium quality science-based ingredients to ensure the greatest beneficial effects, but each RestoreGen formula is to be taken with Brain Reward in a ratio of 2 Brain Reward to 1 RestoreGen capsule. Then finally, we have Thione Extra, the amazing anti-aging and immune boosting formula that's made from evidence-based premium quality nutraceutical ingredients that nutritionally support DNA protection and the structure and function of blood vessels, actually of all cells, especially those in blood vessels, antioxidant function that includes glutathione and SOD. Most people may have heard of glutathione. Some people may have heard of SOD. And what they don't understand, out of the many thousands of proteins in the body, and most of the enzymes are proteins, out of the thousands of enzymes in the body, SOD, otherwise known as superoxide dismutase, is the 5th most abundant protein in the body. That means it's real important. It's the first line of defense against oxygen-free radicals. And glutathione's 2 steps down. They're like 2 hands clapping, working together to keep you alive and well from the scourging damage of free radical oxygen species. And that promotes immune function, positive nitrogen balance, cellular detoxification, structure, function, stamina, energy output, improves mental clarity. It is an anti-aging and life extension product extraordinaire. And none of our products diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. They simply nourish the body's ability to do what God designed it to do in the first place. Life-changing benefits are evidenced by an astonishingly high customer retention rate. And with that, it is my privilege to turn this back over to Jeff Hooks, who was brought on board because, number one, he's a wonderful guy. He's a man of faith. And number two, he's responsible for creating top-line revenues in other companies that didn't have a fraction of the intellectual property we have, of $500 million. So, Jeff, I'm going to stop my screen share. It's all yours, brother.
All right. Thank you so much, Bill. Wonderful information as always. And I'm going to pick up right where Bill left off. I'm going to start my screen share. And here we go. Perfect. All right. So what's interesting is, you know, the VNI products, we move our products, distribute our products through a number of what we call authorized partners. And a number of these men and women all across the US and Canada come from a healthcare practitioner background. But many don't. And so for those of you that have a science background or a healthcare practitioner background as an MD or a nutritionist, you know, a lot of the science, and by the way, Bill was just touching on the surface of the intellectual property that he and our team have created. But if you're a scientist, it makes perfect sense. If you're not, like me, I'm a businessman who's always been interested in wellness. I was a collegiate athlete many moons ago, well over 3 decades ago. You know, so I don't understand naturally all the science, but I'm very interested in the benefits or the results of the VNI products that are backed by that kind of science. And so, said differently for our guests, if you don't come from a science or a biochemistry background or a healthcare practitioner background, the important thing I want to communicate is you don't have to understand the science. I mean, you can understand nutrition that gets in. So that's the proteasoming technology, the idea that the body can only benefit from what's absorbed and assimilated into the bloodstream. That makes sense. But you don't have to understand the science in order for your body to benefit from the science. And that's that's the reason we have thousands of customers. And by the way, many of these customers have been with us since the very beginning. Literally, we've got customers that have been with us over 6 years now and enjoying the benefits of these products. And especially as we introduce new products like we're going to be doing in the next really 2 months, where at the end of April, we've got a new product launch, our big product launch for 2020. So what's interesting is the protocol for these products is very simple. I take, first thing in the morning when I wake up, I take my Protivite on an empty stomach. I take my Brain Reward and my Restoragen, which my formula, based on my DNA, is called Equigen. So first thing in the morning, I take my Protivite, I take my Brain Reward, I take my Equigen. And then right before I go to bed at night, I take my Insorb. So it's very, very simple. The Protivite's, simple. It tastes great. It's convenient. It's complete. The Brain Reward is easy. The Insorb is easy, tastes great. And so I encourage all of you that are learning about VNI. Obviously, you care about your health and your wellness, or you wouldn't be gathering and learning this information. I encourage you to get back to the person that invited you to our event this evening, or that shared the replay, and engage with these products. Pick one, pick two, pick three, pick all of them. Whatever first step you want to take, and give your body the blessing, give your body the benefit of nutrition that gets in, give your body the benefit of being nourished at a cellular level, in many cases for the first time. And I always encourage our new customers, give the products 90 to 120 days. Give your body a chance to respond. And I'm very, very confident, backed by clinical proof, that you'll be glad you did. Now, we want to transition and spend just the last few minutes talking, just to give you a little insight on our authorized partner program. You see, we are, as I mentioned, we're a young, fast-growing company. We're doing business all over the US and Canada. We've actually got a new team that's growing in Nova Scotia. In fact, Gina Bender coordinated a conference call just a couple days ago that Bill and I were on. So we've got a lot of exciting things happening. We're going to be expanding globally in the years ahead. But we are not shy about rolling out the red carpet for those of you that are interested in perhaps creating a diversified cash flow. It's called, I don't know if you're familiar with what economists are now calling the gig economy or the new gig economy. The reality that so many men and women from different backgrounds all around the world are creating diversified cash flows. In other words, they're building a business from home without they won't jeopardize their full-time job or career. It's a diversified cash flow. It's a plan B. And they're doing it as 1099 independent contractors. In other words, they're their own boss. And I'll share with you, V&I is a pioneer in the gig economy. And that's what we're going to be talking about for the next few minutes. We're looking for mission-focused leaders. I always tell people we're looking for missionaries, not mercenaries. There's a tremendous financial opportunity with our authorized partner program. But our partners, the men and women that engage with these products and take this mission of wellness to the world and have success, are mission driven. They're servant leaders. They buy into our mission statement of assisting people in becoming beacons of health, hope, and abundance. That's what V&I is all about. So let me give you some insight on how the model works. We are a global leader in the gig economy. We're a global leader in influencer marketing or relationship marketing. Now, no matter what your background is, as usual, I've talked about 14 hours today. If you are at a point in time in your life where the idea, of creating, as I mentioned, an additional cash flow for whatever reason, maybe that's supplemental income, maybe it's to pay off debt, maybe it's to supplement retirement, maybe it's children's education or grandchildren's education, maybe it's supporting your church or favorite charity, whatever the motivation is. What I want you to understand is you take that desire for some positive change and a willingness to take some action, even on a very part-time basis. We can show you how to do this. The business model works based on 3 easy and I'll say simple steps. There's a learning curve in this business. The more you do these 3 steps, the better you're going to get. But we've got all the teaching and training and everything's already in place. That's the beautiful thing about the V&I authorized partner model is you don't have to reinvent the wheel. We've already invented the wheel. You just got to learn how to roll it, and we'll teach you how to do that. So 3 steps. The first step, the fundamental building block for all of our successful and effective authorized partners is step 1, and that's to use the V&I products every single day. Be a product of the product. Experience the benefits of these products. That way, when you share the products, you're sharing from a place of authenticity. You're sharing from a place of integrity because you and your family have experienced and are experiencing the benefits to these products as well. So you're not just espousing the science, you're sharing your own personal results with the product, and that's so powerful. So that's step 1, use the products every day. Step 2, share the V&I products, and we'll teach you how to do that. We've got a platform called the V&I Life app that has all of the marketing tools and resources. It keeps it very, very simple for you to share information on the V&I products. That includes videos, information PDFs, for example, on the products. It includes recordings of presentations like this presentation. Our partners will have access to this tomorrow, and they can share if they've got somebody actively looking at the products or the business, they can use their V&I Life app, and from a smartphone or a tablet, they can build their business through our V&I Life platform. So you use the products, you share the products. We've got the tools that do all the heavy lifting. So that means you're effectively the tour guide. You're not the message, you're the messenger. And so that's why it's very, very easy for anyone that has a desire for change and that's coachable. We'll teach you how to share effectively. And then number 3 is to teach others. So steps 1 and 2, we've got some partners that only focus on steps 1 and 2. In other words, they're just building a customer base. They're using the products every day. They're sharing the products, and they're building a customer base, and that's phenomenal. We've got an amazing opportunity for that. If you like the idea of building a team, if you're a leader or an aspiring leader, and you understand how to build teams, or you want to learn, then we'll teach you how to build a team. And that's step 3. That's teach others to use and share. So those are the 3 steps. I call that 3 steps to success. Use the products, share the products, and teach others to do the same. And we've got trainings that'll walk you through that. In fact, every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern, we do what's called a partner training. Now, when you do that, when you use, share, and teach others to do the same, VNI has a very lucrative compensation plan that rewards that activity as you add customers, as product orders are placed from your customers and from your authorized partners. All of the various compensation bonuses can be put into 3 categories, if you will. The first is immediate income. Simply put, the business that you do this week, you get paid next week, specifically on Monday. We've even got a commissions, a platform called Pay Quicker that allows you to get paid instantaneously on Monday. There's the option for a VNI branded debit card where you can have the commissions uploaded on your card, and it's really amazing. So very, very simple, state-of-the-art technology. We keep it real simple for you, and so you don't have to keep track of all that, all those details. So immediate income. So if you were to share the VNI products with me tonight, and you followed up with me, let's say tomorrow, and I place a product order, you're going to get a 30% commission on that product order on Monday. So that's immediate income. We've got partners that have made $50, $100, $200, hundreds and hundreds of dollars their first week or 2 part-time. So that's important because it rewards that initial sharing activity as you're getting through the learning curve. Now, second type of income is what we call long-term residual cash flow. And folks, this is important because most people on the planet earn income in what we call a linear fashion, meaning they're exchanging time for money. Now, the problem, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's a large portion of my career. That's the way I've been compensated. The challenge with that is it's hard to create any kind of financial freedom. It's hard to create any kind of time freedom with that model because there are only so many hours in the day. So residual income and leveraged income by building a team creates the opportunity for freedom. And so here's how that works. Think about this. The VNI products are consumable. And because of the scientific validation, because they deliver real results that people feel, guess what happens when they run out of product? Most, not all, most reorder. In fact, we make it very simple. We have a subscription program for our customers and our partners that makes it very, very easy. So you have the convenience of never running out of product. You're in complete control. You can increase, decrease, cancel that subscription at any time. Each shipment is backed by a 30-day, unconditional money-back guarantee. So you got all the securities in place. We also have a subscription rewards program that gives our customers and partners the opportunity for additional discounts off of the product, even off of wholesale, and discounts off of shipping to include free shipping. So that's our subscription rewards program. Now, so back to that example. You shared VNI with me tonight. I place a product order tomorrow. You get that immediate income. That's bucket number 1, if you will, on Monday. So 30 days from now, my subscription processes. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. The company, our corporate team, takes care of all of the operational responsibilities. They process, in this example, my credit card. They package up the product. They ship it to my doorstep, and you get paid. So think about this, is you getting paid a commission, not off of a new customer placing a first-time product order, but an existing customer who is reordering. So that's the residual cash flow. So it doesn't happen overnight, but as you build your customer base and those product reorders kick in and start overlapping, that generates volume and commissions. And that's where the residual cash flow comes from. So folks, we have partners that literally engaged with us the first year and a half of launching the company. And they've been enjoying a residual cash flow ever since, whether they work that month or not. We've got some folks, and I say this very proudly because it's their choice, who have built a nice customer base and have been enjoying a residual cash flow for years and have not been active in the business. So that opportunity is there. And if it's of interest, we'll teach you how to do it. Now, step 3, leadership development bonuses. These are for the individuals that want to build a team of partners and teach them how to build a customer base. Now, here's what's interesting. Zig Ziglar used to say, you can have everything in life you want if you help enough other people get what they want. And that's the power behind this model. I call it selfish generosity. The more successful you can help me become, the more successful you're going to become. Now, why partner with VNI? Many benefits for starting your own business, your own career with VNI as an authorized partner. The first and really I would say the most important is this first bullet point right here. You have exclusive proprietary access to the VNI products and the VNI product technologies. Nobody else has that. In other words, we do not distribute our products in any other method. And I'll tell you, that's not the norm in relationship marketing. It's not the norm in nutritional sciences. Most companies private label their products. They have multiple distribution channels. And what that means is they're competing with their distributors, with their partners. We don't do that. This is our chosen channel because we know word of mouth, sharing the results and the science of these products in a very friendly relationship marketing kind of way. A friend telling a friend, a healthcare practitioner sharing with a patient. We know that's the most powerful way to move these products, and we're committed to it. So as an authorized partner for VNI, you've got exclusive access to real intellectual property. As Bill shared, we're talking multiple patents. We're talking multiple patent pending. We're talking 48 peer-reviewed published clinical studies and counting. And folks, we're just getting started. That's what I want to share with you. A mentor of mine used to say, it's all about, he'd talk about timing. He'd say, Jeff, listen, the key to creating some financial abundance in your life is timing. But it's not just being at the right place at the right time. You got to recognize you're at the right place at the right time, and you got to take some action. And he used to also say that the time to join the band is when it's forming, not after it's marched down the street. So that means what he was saying in an analogy or metaphorical way was it's all about getting involved with the right products, the right brand early on. And folks, we're early on. We've got a solid foundation, as I've mentioned, a little over 6 years old as a company, but we're just getting started. So I call it the best of both worlds. A rock solid company, not a brand new startup. We've been shipping product for over 6 years. We've been paying our partners on time for over 6 years, but we're young and fast growing. So the best of both worlds. So you've got exclusive access to these proprietary products, no required inventory. You can work wherever you want to work in the US and Canada. And then as we expand, generous compensation plan that pays you based on whatever your dream is, whatever however hard you want to work, whatever kind of impacts you want to make, however big you want to build your customer base. The sky's the limit. And everything's in place to support your vision. Now, we'll share with you the driving force behind the partner opportunity with VNI. We do have individuals, our top income earners, Ed and Gina Bender, just got back from a dream vacation in Anguilla, all expenses paid. We call that the Envoy experience. So there's a significant upside for those of you that are entrepreneurs that really want to roll up your sleeves and engage over the next number of years and build a big customer base. But most of our partners love the products and they're looking to create some part-time income. And we welcome, I always tell people, don't let the small money bore you. Don't let the big money intimidate you. Somewhere in between, it might be exactly what your target is, what your vision is for yourself and your family. And we'll help you no matter what your commitment level is. And so understand that most of our partners, at least initially, their goal is to share these products, to bless people that they know and care about, and create some thank you checks, some commissions and bonuses that pay for their products so that their products for themselves and their family are free. And then maybe an extra $300 to $500 a month on top of that, maybe an extra $1,000 a month to pay off some credit card debt or create some savings for retirement. I want you to know that's the lifeblood of the business. And we're very, very proud of that. We have a wonderful opportunity to teach you and anyone that you know and bring to the VNI family how to create that residual cash flow on a part-time basis. Now, who partners with VNI? The answer is men and women from all different backgrounds, as you can see there. Doctors, lawyers, MDs, chiropractors, single moms, single dads, stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads, individuals with multiple PhDs, and individuals that went to the school of life and have learned through real life experience, if you will, and don't have formal education as a focus. So we've got men and women that are partners doing extraordinarily well from all different backgrounds. So it's important to understand that. Now, the common thread that we see from these amazing men and women is that they have a desire for some positive change in their life. They're coachable. In other words, they don't try to reinvent the wheel. They understand that we've built a model that works. We built a model that works, and all you got to do is learn this model. And they're willing to take some action. And I will share with you, they're servant leaders. I mentioned that before, but our partners are focused on contribution. They're focused on giving before getting. And that's the culture that we're creating very, very intentionally. And it's a wonderful group of positive people. So I promise you, you know the individual that invited you to tonight's event or today's event when you're listening to the replay. But we have a team of men and women that are extraordinary people, and I can't wait for you to get to know them. Now, resources for our VNI partners as we bring it home here. And this is the last slide. Resources for our partners are we provide all the tools that you need, turnkey, to build a successful, profitable business with VNI as a partner. Complete access to the VNI Life app, which we talked about, to make it so easy to share information about the products, share information about the business model. Very quick, very efficient, very simple, very easy. You get a website with lead capture and a shopping cart that allows you to process credit cards and get paid. You don't have to deal with any of the normal merchant services and the setup that you would do if you were launching a traditional business. Robust back office. Think of the back office in our business center as your command and control. It gives you all the information and the reporting to help you manage and lead your growing VNI business, your growing customer base. Live and recorded trainings from our top leaders that help you build the business, build your customer base, product knowledge, you name it. Best in class customer support. Literally, you ask the individual that shared VNI with you, and they'll tell you we are so proud of our customer care team. They are best in class. When you call our customer care something extraordinary in the year 2020, something extraordinary happens when you pick up the phone and you call VNI. And what happens is we answer the phone. We answer the phone, and we're going to continue to answer the phone as we continue to grow. That's an investment that's built into our platform. It's built into our P&L, and we just think technology is awesome. That's why you have the VNI Life app. That's why you have the website. We believe in digital technology, digital marketing, but we also believe in the power of personal connection. We also believe in the importance of one-to-one connection, real-time, over the phone, solving issues, helping each other, getting to know each other, and working together. So we have best-in-class customer support. Now, why is that important? You work so hard to build your customer base. We want to preserve and protect that customer base because that's the lifeblood of our business. Compelling marketing and sales materials. We're continuing to invest heavily. Powerful science information and validation to include the clinical. So we've got a big clinical study right now going on, a performance study with Protovite. And we're talking heavyweights in the world of science, heavyweights in the world of sports and sports performance. And it's really amazing what we're continuing to do. So what does that mean? That means that your opportunity, your credibility, as you're out there sharing and carrying the VNI products, is going to continue to go up and get stronger. You're going to be able to hold your head high knowing that we're investing millions of dollars in new product development, intellectual property, patents, research, and clinical studies. So it's the good that you see now is only going to get better as we continue to move forward. And then finally, lowest startup fee in the industry that I'm aware of, only $50 That's an annual fee for that's the new partner fee. So basically $4 a month for all that you see. And then the partner renewal fee is $3 a month. It's $35 per year after that. And folks, that does not cover all the expenses, but the saying, many hands make light work. So what that does is the contribution of our partners helps offset the hundreds of thousands of dollars that we invest in marketing and technology every year. So those are some of the resources. I'm going to bring it home here. What's the next step? Last slide. This is the last slide. First of all, if you want to engage with the products, again, please get back to the person that invited you. Get your questions answered. Figure out what product you want to get started with, and engage with the products for at least 90 to 120 days. The second option is you might say, you know what, I just need more information. Again, please get back to the person that shared VNI with you. They'll point you to their website if they haven't already done so. They'll point you to some videos and some based on whatever your questions are. And they might even, I would encourage you to have them introduce you to one of their, what we call directors or above success coaches, one of the leaders that are men and women in the world of VNI that can help answer your questions on the product and or the business and figure out what the best next step is from there. And then third and finally, if you're at a point in time where the gig economy, creating that diversified cash flow is appealing, then get back to the person that shared VNI with you. Take a look at our builder packs. We've got 3 builder pack options that have some deep discounts built into the products to help you get off to a fast start. They'll walk you through all those options. You don't have to start with a builder pack, but there are some significant advantages to include free expedited shipping and some deep discounts that are designed for one-time purchases as an option that help you get off to a fast start. So we'll plug into some training. We'll get the VNI Life app downloaded, and you'll be off and running. And I would encourage, no matter where you fit in, ask the partner that you're talking with to set up a call with me. I'd love to welcome you to the VNI family as a customer or as a partner, whatever is the best fit for you. So thanks so much on behalf of Bill Downs, our founder and CEO, and the entire VNI family. Thank you for investing time and to learn who we are. We want to roll out the red carpet once again. We want to invite you into the VNI family, and we know you'll be glad you're part of it. So thanks so much. Have a great evening and talk soon. God bless. Bye-bye.